Women's studies students and gender and health students are just incredible. They don't take anything for granted. They question everything.
It's lovely to watch students realize that maybe something they thought was a fact is actually not a fact.
It's really important to me to maybe understand backgrounds that I didn't personally experience.
Women's studies is constantly thinking about what's been left out of the discussion.
We're starting to understand that health is more than just about medicine.
They wanted that perspective and that focus on intersectionality.
Gender and health allows me to kind of focus in on health and through a different lens.
Among undergraduate students at Michigan, nearly 40% of them say they want to go into a pre-health field. So there's overwhelming student interest. There's an overwhelming expression amongst our undergraduates for more specific coursework and more specific engagement in gender and health fields.
Gender and health is a new connected way to think more broadly about the way in which people live their lives and how their experience of health changes based on gender. There's a lot of intersections of identity as well as gender and the ways in which policies are defined and the ways in which that then has an impact on our health.
The Women's Studies Department at Michigan it's at the top of its field, and it's an enormous sense of pride to offer new things and new curricular ideas.
It exposes students to new disciplines. It exposes them to different kinds of disciplinary language, different kinds of disciplinary discourse, different kinds of analysis.
Everything we talk about isn't just looking at one thing, and so it's like really opened my mind to how important intersectionalities are and how that does shape in a person and how they view the world. It's an opportunity to actually look at health care topics and health experiences that you don't get to look at in like your chem and physics classes.
There's a lot of disparities in the healthcare system, and the gender and health major allows you to explore them and figure out how we can make them smaller so that everyone's getting equitable health care.
It opens up bigger conversations about social justice, about history, and about gender constructions.
It's kind of learning in the same sandbox together and realizing that they can talk about their different perspectives and different points of view. And so I think that's a real advantage for the students.
This major fundamentally prepares students to go into so many different fields and to be capable of thinking critically about all the intricacies and all the complexities of how healthcare is delivered, how policies are made, how scientists go about their work.
The feminist perspective helps me in my work in that I am constantly thinking about a patient's identity in terms of their gender, their sexual orientation, their ethnicity, and how that influences the way that they experience the world.
It can be applied to multiple different career paths that I want to do, be it in the health sector or through social work or through, if I want to, get my PhD, it can be applied to so many different things.
This is transformative, and my hope is that many of them will be in a different place at the end of the class than they are at the beginning.
What binds us is that we all know that we can't achieve a certain kind of health equity, health equality, and social justice within healthcare if we don't embrace an inter and multidisciplinary approach.
Women's studies changed my life. I think it's made me a better person, and it's definitely made me a better physician.
Depending upon what lens you're using, you're going to come up with different ways to approach a problem. The beauty of the major is it brings all the lenses together.
This is Gender and Health at Michigan.
This is
Gender and health
At Michigan.
This is Gender and Health at Michigan.